Welcome back to the Park Kids to Park Dads podcast. This is episode number 18. I'm Adam here with my brother Mitch.
Hey, everybody.
And so today we are going to talk about something that we haven't really touched on all that much. We're going to give a look inside of our perspectives and opinions and all that kind of good stuff on Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Um, the the water parks are something that Mitch and I have both done multiple times over the course of our lives, right? Going back to when we were young to I was just in one this last year. So um yeah, looking forward to kind of chatting about what we like, what we don't, and just some ways to navigate and what to do. So
Yeah, for me, but I think it's been a lot longer than you. It's probably been at least 8, maybe 10 years since I've been in the water parks. Um, I'm more of a resort park or resort pool hopper, or resort off property with finding one that has a water park on it. So yeah, kind of gonna lean on you for this one.
mhm.
I just have some fond memories and some things that I wish some of them still had that have been renovated or taken away. But yeah, so let's why don't you kick it off? Let's
Yeah,
start with Blizzard Beach.
sounds
What
good.
kind of appeals to you, and what's your dislikes?
Yeah, so our from a family perspective anyways, um Blizzard Beach is for us more of the slides park. I can't tell you that's a fact to say they have more than Typhoon or they don't. But for those of you who don't know, Blizzard Beach is, think of a ski resort in terms of everything set with snow and ice and that kind of blizzard, right? It's set up that way. And I think that's the way I think of it is it's more of a slides and attractions type of water park. So we have been to Blizzard when we were kids, um, a couple times, and they have, I say like the back in the day, the main attraction was the very steep um, side, Summit Plummet, I
Yep.
think it's called, but it's one of those straight down, um, arms across the chest and fly.
Yep.
I think we have a video of Uncle Fran and Uncle Kevin
Mm.
going on it way back in the day. Um,
Yeah,
but
Wedgie
it's
Mountain. That's a
yeah, right, yeah, pretty much, right? In fact, for those of you from the Niagara Falls area, there used to be that exact slide, ta taller in Disney, but at Niagara Splash
yep.
in downtown Niagara Falls, and it was called Daredevil.
Daredevil's plunge.
Yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil drop or Daredevil punch,
That's it.
something like
Yeah,
that.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
or the
anyways,
Daredevil.
so long story short, though, that's how we view it is the slide one. So a couple things that we've done there, anyways. We are big get the cabana people, my family. With six of us, it's easier. And to be honest, they're not that expensive. It's expensive. It's Disney, right? But I think it's like 175, 225. And you can get the crazy ones that are like 450, 500. We haven't done those. But we get the cabana, comes with six padded chairs, towels for everybody. You get unlimited drinks throughout the day. They used to do the cup,
Yep.
with the drink stations
Refillables.
and all that,
Yep.
but they don't do that anymore. At least as of the last time we were there, they switched to cans and bottles. Um,
I
so
see. The last time I was there, you couldn't use your resort mug, but you could buy one there for refillables.
yeah, and I think the bees are an issue, and the
Mm.
wasps and yellow jackets and all that stuff with the drink machines. And then somebody said to me, one of the cast members said you can't kill the bees if you're the um, the workers, the cast
Oh,
members.
it attracts more bees.
So, well, and with those pop machines, as you can imagine, as people spill, essentially you just have a ton of pop.
Yeah.
So we have done two different cabanas at Blizzard. The first one was right along the lazy river, right above it. My favorite cabana we've ever been in is when you walked into the park and went to the right. There was a cabana there. It was awesome. It was secluded. It was a lot of space. It was just us, which was really nice. Um, I can't give enough credit to the cast members who act as your
Liaison.
server.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always super attentive, very nice. They do a little of the extra magic stuff. Granted, they're getting a tip at the end of the day, right? But um, they do a lot to make it special. But anyways, yeah,
That's kind
it's
of crazy. Is you're talking cabana prices there. We're going on a cruise in 23 days, a Carnival cruise, and the cabana price for their island was $639
wow.
for 5 hours. So we chose the day bed with two reclining chairs, or the actual bed, and then two recliner chairs, around the kid area for 170.
There you go.
So, which actually I used my credit, and then I got a discount on it, so it ended up costing us $50.
No, that's not bad at
So
all.
yeah, so $70 off, which was nice, or whatever. So, but yeah, no, Blizzard Beach for me. The last time I was there, what I can remember is pretty much along the same lines, the big slide. More, I say, fast paced slides and stuff. Well, like you said,
Mhm.
more entertainment aspect of it. They have the floating icebergs that you're walking across and you're holding onto the ropes. So
Yeah.
they do have some smaller stuff for kids, the tightrope walking across the pool, little splash areas. Um, I don't, if I remember correctly, their food selection wasn't the best. They had a quick service. It's all quick service, no sit downs, but it's like hot dogs, burgers, your kind of standard stuff. Um, but yeah, overall, if I had to pick between the two, Typhoon Lagoon is where I lean. I think it's a little bit bigger of a water park.
Mhm.
And we can, as we dive into this a little bit, it's more of a, I guess, laid back of a day. You have everything kind of focuses around the wave pool, in the middle there, which I think is, a highlight and has some fond memories of almost drowning. It's from you, Rob and Jake. So, yeah, those were the days, right?
Yeah,
2003.
man.
But yeah, no,
Going
I
back.
think, out of the two, I'm going to lean towards Typhoon Lagoon. They have the wave pool, which I dislike that they got rid of, which was, one of my favorite memories from our 2003 trip was the swimming with the sharks.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
We still have conversations to this day, making fun of Jake and then me almost stepping on a stingray. So some good quality times there, and the kids, Danny and Jordan and Kayla, running around and having water wars with the lifeguards. So they kind of had a big array of things to do for the entire family there. Not just one ride that was, the highlight of the whole park.
Yeah. I
Anything else?
agree with you. As far as the two different sides of the token, I think that yeah, Blizzard Beach, you can relax in the sun no matter where you are, right?
Right.
But agree with you. Blizzard Beach does seem more like let's go wait in line and do this thing than it is like the wave pool of Typhoon is the big draw. I mean, there's Crush and Gusher, which is a cool slide situation, and there's different Hurricane Falls might be the name of one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's a lot of different slides there. But the wave pool itself, you can spend a ton of time. And they have a big pool at Blizzard as well, as you'd imagine. But
Yeah.
it's not the same as that one. I also wanted to throw out, as far as the cabanas go, and this works both places. This was new to us this last time. They have a. It used to be that you'd walk in, park opens, and you go to there'd be a hut, right, or it's at the bar, and you'd check in for your cabana, and they would say, okay, your cabana number 16, it's over this way. They draw you the map, and away you go. So now what they've done though is at the front of the park, before you even do entry, they have like a thing of a drink cart, movable cart or whatever. They have someone up there, and it's all full of ice waters, and I'll say, hi, I have a cabana. This is like half an hour before the park opens. They sign you all off. They give you and your team, your group, all some ice waters and whatnot. They take someone, they walk you in through the park, past the rope drop area. They bring you to your cabana, get you all set up, and say, like, okay, you're good to go. Now the slides and stuff aren't open yet or whatnot, but you can go right out into the park at that point. At least they let us, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But it was cool to, I'll say, skip the line, so to speak, and it was also cool to just be part of that. Like, it felt like a white glove service for a thing. And also
Hmm.
before, it used to be you get there and not first come first serve, but if you were the first person in line, you could say, "Hey, can I get the cabana in this area?" I mean, we've stayed at Typhoon. We've done a couple different ones. We've had one that was at the exit of Crush and Gusher, which is its own pool unto itself that had sand and stuff around it. So we had one back there, which was at Typhoon, our favorite. We had one at the top of the wall. Um, if you're looking into the wave pool, the shallow end side, obviously.
Yep.
There we had one up there,
I've had
which
one there too. Yeah.
that one was good. That one was just it was not annoying, but you had to go all the way around the back to get to the
Yep.
front to
Yep.
to get up in your spot. And we had one in the kids section, and I won't do that one again in the future. It's just a lot. It's
A
tucked
lot of
back.
screaming and yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of noise.
Yeah.
It's all tucked back in the back, and you have to
Yeah.
walk through the kids section to get out. So, um, but I mentioned Typhoon. The big draw is the wave pool. I think it's the best wave pool I've ever been to, and I've been to a couple different spots. And I've been to some indoor water parks which don't really compare. Um, but Typhoon is the food at Typhoon. I think is better. There were more there were more dining options at Blizzard than I think probably what you're remembering if it's been
Yeah.
that long. There's a lot of small ones, ice cream, churros, small food stands, but then there's a couple of more sit down restaurant type of stuff, and they've got a ton now at Typhoon. I think there's got to be at least three.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, at Typhoon there's a really good barbecue spot. Off the back left. If you're looking at the wave pool, it's back this way. Might be wrong. Might be confusing that with Blizzard Beach, but I know one of them has at least a good barbecue place.
Yeah, but we
Um,
spend most of our time at these parks, both of them in the water in the lazy river, especially with James being 5 the last
yeah,
couple of years. Like, because he can kind of do his own thing. He can paddle. He can, in the inner tube, which is the greatest thing ever.
yeah, right.
And I got videos of him getting smoked by waves. Got videos of mom getting smoked by that wave. I think I
Yeah, I
put it
think
in
you
the
sent that one. Yeah,
very upset about that, um, but yeah. So there
I think
of the
overall,
two,
Typhoon has
yeah,
got more of a beachy, laid back feel.
mhm.
I mean, coming from up north, half the time you're going down there to get away from the cold. To go to a place with fake snow is, I mean, yes, it's concrete and whatnot, but just not as appealing to me. So
Yeah. No, I get you. I would vote Typhoon as my first, because of the wave pool, because of the number one, the time you're there. Like we try to go there from open till close because it's like a 10 to 6
yeah,
kind of situation. So if we're there, um, that's we're there that day. That's a water park day. Um, and I think we get more out of Typhoon. Um, I was going to mention, I forgot to say this earlier, but they have, if you stay on property in Disney, your first day uh, is a water park day, or it's available. It's free. You don't have to pay extra to go to that water.
yep,
So last time we were at Key West, we we did that, and to be honest, it was really nice because we came in on, I'll say, like a Friday night or whatever, and we stayed off property on purpose because of this circumstance. We were taking an afternoon or an evening flight, stayed off property the first night, and then checked in the next day at Key West. So we were already there. Already, we went to the concierge in the morning and Bell Services, dropped off our stuff, and then went over for a 10 a.m. open at we were at Typhoon the last time. No, Blizzard. We were at Blizzard the last time, and it worked out really really well. So I suggest anybody who's, I mean, if the weather, permits you to go at that time of year and stuff, which pretty much 8 or 9 months a year you can do the water parks down there.
yeah.
Look into that and see if you can kind of schedule around it a little bit. I
And
think it's
they're
definitely,
very rarely open at the same time. Like Typhoon and Blizzard Beach are very rarely open in the same amount of time frame. Usually one's down for refurb, the other's open. I think there's maybe a month or two that they cross
I think
past,
the
usually in
busy,
June, July,
yeah, busy
maybe
part of it.
August. But yeah, most of the time there, it's either one or the other. So
Hmm. Yeah, I'd go Typhoon, like I said, and um, the boat. at the thing on Typhoon Lagoon, right? The big
Yep.
landmark is there's a shipwreck at the top of the wave pool. So it's always fun. You can, if you think about it for a hot second, you probably hear all the screaming as soon as the horn
The
goes and
the
gets
bone
ready
horn.
to
Yeah.
go waves. Yeah, that everyone goes nuts for. So that's it's a cool thing. I should get like a Typhoon Lagoon T-shirt or something. I don't have one. Felicia has a Blizzard Beach shirt. I have to figure something out for that.
Was it the alligator with the surfboard?
Mhm. Yeah, I think I could get like you have the one you wore last week, the Thunder Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a Typhoon Lagoon similar, just with the boat, the
Yeah, I'm sure.
shipwreck on top of the rock. I think that'd be cool. So yeah,
Well, cool. I mean, that's pretty much all I had about water parks. I mean, I can talk a little bit about off property here for a second. If you are staying off property, you're not able to go to these water parks. The old Nickelodeon Resort, which is now part of the IHG umbrella, just redid their entire water park for their resort. And I know they have the 1 and 2 bedroom suites with bunk beds and queens and kings. So we've stayed there before. They have a really nice area. I will say the water's not. I think we were down there in September, and the water was a little cold. They are very strict on height requirements for their slides and stuff, but they now had added in some new slides. They added in a, like the surfing thing. Um, it's like the ramp in the water. You're on a
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
surfboard. Yeah, so they added that into their area. They have a huge arcade, a bunch of restaurants and stuff. So that's a great place to stay. And then the Wyndham Hotel right on Hotel Plaza Boulevard. We've stayed there quite a few times, and they have a nice little kid splash pad slash water park in the back of their hotel as well. So those are
Nice.
some quick ones that are right around the corner. And then you obviously get into Aquatica and Universal and everything that they have over there. So
Yeah,
yeah, so that's kind of it for from me on water parks. Anything to add?
yeah. I was gonna say that we've stayed at a couple other spots, and it really depends what you're looking for. If you have a family where you want slides and all that kind of good stuff, there's a couple different Disney. We'll talk Disney resorts pools at another, you know, another time. We can rank them or however you want to do it. But there was we were at oh man, I lost the name of it. The one we just stayed at, Mitch. It was Cyprus.
Cypress Palms or Cypress, yeah.
I don't remember now. Man, it's a Hilton property. It is it's on a golf course. There's like two or three golf courses.
Mhm,
Cyprus something. I apologize. I looked it up too before we started this, but they had their main pool, which was a very large pool with all the bells and whistles and slides and pool bar and all that kind of good stuff. But then they also had two other quiet pools on property, and we did both while we were there. And the main pool was super super nice, very clean, very family friendly, you know, in that
yep,
regard. And then the quiet pools were not the opposite of that, but meaning family friendly. But it
yeah,
was like more like there's going to be golfers that are here on their trips and they're going to park at that bar and that's going to be their thing, a
right,
quiet for a reason. You know what I mean? Um, and then we also stayed at it's an Embassy Suites previously that had a brand new play pad. The pool itself was pretty small for Florida resort standards, but the play pad was really nice. It almost reminded me of like a Great Wolf Lodge or a
mhm,
Kalahari situation with all the water guns and the buckets that constantly fall, and there was a slide and all this other
yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, it's obviously part of a timeshare package, but the fountains, we stayed there the last time when we were down in September, when we went with you guys, and it's right off of International Drive. Their pool is actually really, really big. They have 2, water slides, a kid's splash pad, the pool bar and everything, and then they also have some quiet pools around the property. I think 3
Hmm.
additional quiet pools. Um, but the kids really, really had a blast there, and, once they got over the fear of because the water slides are actually probably a little bit taller than, like Old Key West or,
Hmm.
Port Orleans. So, once they got over the fear the first time, they didn't wanna stop. So it wasn't we were parked over by the kiddie area, and then it was okay. Well, we got to go all the way over here every time you want to go on the slide. So, not that it was an issue, but they they're fish. Once they
Yeah.
got going, there was no stopping them. So the kids really had a good time there, and it's a really nice area. The only complaint I had about that place was that the pool food and drinks were astronomically expensive.
Yeah, that's one of the things now I know that you and your boy Jake and Uncle Fran can live at a pool bar during a trip. But that's always the thing that gets me, drinking or not, is like it's 450 for a bag of 99-cent chips. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's or if you want
If you're
chicken
lucky,
tenders,
450.
right? Yeah, fair. If you want chicken tenders and fries, it'd be like $19.
Yeah.
Where if you went inside the food court, it'd be cheaper. But you're paying for the convenience, I guess.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
always gets
I think your standard flatbread was like 25 bucks at this place. And, six
pretty.
slices of a flatbread this big.
Mhm.
So I think Uncle Fran and Aunt Sue came over. We were going to watch the Bills game. Unfortunately, it was a Thursday night game when we were down there, and they didn't have it on any of the TVs. And so we ended up watching it on Aunt Sue's phone and my phone at the same time,
Oh,
and
screaming crime. Yeah.
got a few drinks, and I think it was probably around 70 or 80 bucks for three or four drinks, and it's just
So,
crazy. And the food and the drinks were like their mixed drinks and their buckets weren't bad priced. It was the food that was outrageous. And
yeah.
then, you're talking 25 bucks for flatbread, $30 for a small 12-inch personal pizza. Or a burger, $26, $27 with fries.
Mm.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you're there. The rooms have kitchens, so you're more than happy to bring your own stuff down. You can bring your own liquor to the pools. They don't stop you. There's no lifeguards or anything like that. So, being a timeshare has its perks. You can go to the
Yeah.
store, you can go grocery shopping, or you can have it delivered and have your own stuff. So that's kind of pretty much what we did. Is we brought our own stuff down. I brought a cooler. After the first time of going there, getting a little bit of wallet shock, and so, but overall, I think there's quite a few places out there up and down the Disney area, including International Drive, where you can find alternative, once water parks or kid areas or kid friendly resorts that aren't going to break the bank. And if the water parks aren't included, I always think that they're a nice add on if you're there for
Like a 7 day or
6 7 days at least. Yeah.
mm.
Otherwise, I think you enjoy your pool resort and you do your park hopping.
I wanted to throw out there, Mystic Dunes was that
Oh,
hotel,
yeah.
which not Cypress, that was one we were looking at, but Mystic Dunes was that. And I wanted to say, you were talking about the food price. It dawned on me what we do typically. I mentioned the chicken fingers. In the cabanas and otherwise, you can still get it. They have like family meals at the two water parks. So what we've done in the past is we've gotten like the chicken tender family meal, which is like 16 chicken tenders and a huge thing of fries. Um, and they are very reasonably priced considering what you would have to pay to get like three chicken tender or four chicken tender
Right.
meals that make it. So I want to say it's like 35 bucks or $30 for maybe it's probably 35 um, for that thing, but it would be like $55 if you bought it otherwise. And with your server and stuff, they'll every sauce you could think of and all that kind of good stuff. But I
Right.
do really like that about that aspect. Um, that it gives you the opportunity to get, and they'll have like full pizzas and whatever else too. But I just thought that was something to throw out there. So you can get away with only eating lunch in, doing like a 1 or 2 o'clock lunch and catching dinner somewhere else in the evening if you're going to cook or if you're going to go out or whatever
Yep.
else. Just wanted to throw that out there. But
Cool.
yep, that's the water parks.
All right. So I got some questions to rifle off here at you. Some should be pretty easy for you. Some should be a little bit difficult. So I
Oof,
would change the
I
theme
find a
up a
way to
little bit.
make these difficult on myself every time.
I
So
I went with movies, Disney movies this time. So change it up a little bit. We've been sticking around with park rides, that kind of stuff.
yeah,
So uh, question number one: In The Lion King, what is the specific constellation that Mufasa says great kings look down from?
I don't know. I don't know that one. Let's say it's uh let's say it's
Okay,
Orion.
it's a trick question. He
Okay.
doesn't.
Oh, well,
So
You're a clown.
He just points at those
All the
stars.
stars. That's what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know what is it.
In Aladdin, what is the exact wording Genie uses when explaining the rules of wishes?
Can't bring anyone back from the dead. Can't or can't wish for more
Oh,
wishes. Can't bring anyone back from the dead, and can't
you got
make someone
one. You
fall
got
in love.
one.
Okay,
All right, two
great.
out of three. 2 out of 3. I'll accept this as the right answer. 2 out of 3.
Okay, sure.
Can't kill anyone was the other one.
Oh, not back from the dead. Okay. I just remember him being
Uh,
like the zombie,
yeah.
like yeah.
And Beauty and the Beast. What book is Belle reading in the opening scene? I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, give me
Um,
my French.
it's very similar to what the movie's about. What's the book about?
Is it about Munchausen syndrome?
It gets no, well, no. It gets mentioned in the movie as well. That what she's reading
Uh,
as she goes to the library to return
her
books.
nose is stuck in a book. It's about a princess that gets rescued by a prince. I don't know what the fairy tale is though.
It's about two lovers basically that they
Okay.
don't find out their true personalities until later on. Um, in Toy Story, what is the exact phrase Buzz says when he's attempting to fly out the window?
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, see, that's an easy one. In Milan, what is the line Mushu says after failing to wake the gods of the Great Stone Dragon?
Say that again, please.
In Mulan, what is the exact line Mushu says after failing to wake the Great Stone Dragon?
I have not. I haven't seen Mulan in.
Let's get down to business.
No, I know
I,
that part. Yeah.
he yells, "I live."
Oh,
You know, I'm
okay.
screaming at the top of his lungs. All right, I'll get a little bit easier here for you.
Jesus. Yeah.
In Moana, what's the name of Moana's grandmother?
Is it one an actual name?
Yeah, she has a name.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was grandmother. That was another
Oh
trick
no,
question. By the way,
no.
Stockholm syndrome, not Munchausen's.
Yeah, I know what you
Stockholm.
meant.
Yeah. You can see the text message I get from one of our
Yeah.
uncles about that.
Tala is her name. Tala.
Never would have got it.
Yeah. What's the address in Finding Nemo for the dentist's office?
Oh, is it 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney?
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, to be
That's not
exact.
the address. That's the name.
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney is the exact address. In Toy Story, what game is being played when Buzz first demonstrates his laser?
I can picture it. It's not checkers. Is it?
Nope.
No. What is it?
Battleship.
There's a board game. Okay.
And last one. What is the first wish Aladdin technically uses for Genie before he officially makes a wish?
Oh, so it's the one where he says he bets he can't escape the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah. There you go. I got a couple more if you want to keep going.
Yeah, hit me because I was
A little
there was
redemption
a lot of
around here.
exact phrases in this one, and I I haven't watched a lot of these in a while.
What is the name of the Duke of Wesselton's kingdom? Weaselton.
Is it? It's still Wesselton.
No, what's the name of his kingdom?
Well, he's the Duke of. Wouldn't it be?
Right. What is he the Duke of?
Which is another trick question.
No.
He's the Duke of Weaselton, so he's Weaselton.
The Southern Isles is the answer.
He's from the Southern Isles too. I didn't realize him and Hans were from the same place.
Yep. Little Mermaid. What is the name of the chef chasing Sebastian in the kitchen?
Oh, this came up in another episode.
This came up in one of our trivia questions on the game we played.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. It's French.
Chef Luis.
Marie, the baguettes.
What is the name of Moana's pet pig?
Pua.
There you go. Cinderella. What is the name of Cinderella's fairy godmother?
It's not fairy godmother. She has a name.
It is fairy godmother.
Oh, okay.
In Mulan, what phrase does Mulan use to help trigger the avalanche?
Get off my plane.
No, it's just another. No phrase was given.
No, Frank. These are the worst questions ever. It's like 4 trick questions out of 15.
What is the name? Oh, Cinderella. What time is announced at the ball just before midnight?
I mean, like, what time did they say it was?
What
Before
time did
the
they?
festival?
What time did they announce at the ball just before midnight? Specific time.
11:55.
Yep. Um,
Yeah, give me 2 more.
what is the name of the castle's clock in Beauty and the Beast?
Cogsworth.
What are the name of the 3 hyenas in The Lion King?
Shenzi, Ed, and I know his name because he's the one that Scar puts in a headlock. I don't remember.
Bonsai.
Bonsai. That's what it is. Man, I got
What?
the Whoopi Goldberg and Ed.
Yep.
And that's another one. So,
Okay. Yep. There's some crazy ones in there for you.
let's say I went 50% generously.
I'll give you 65.
Yeah, look at that.
With
That's
some questions that didn't really have answers to. So.
Yeah, there's a couple of tricky ones in there. So, all right. Well, that was episode 18. We appreciate you sticking around. No one ever comments, but if you don't mind letting us know if you've ever done Blizzard Beach, Typhoon, which one you pick, I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, we will catch you again in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Next week, pool bars and the best pools.
Okay. Yeah, resort pools. We can do that.
Yep.
Try to break this weather up here.
Yeah.
So, perfect.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.